Okay, so I'm working here. Tim is way over there. This field is so steep, it's not even funny. Yeah, when I mowed it, I actually had to put my feet on the windshield of the mower. I was pushing so far down, and as you can see, it's like it'll be blue sky looking over the nose here. I don't even know if I'm going to get up this side of the yeah, I should. I just dropped that bale out on the ground. But coming up this thing is kind of crazy. I don't think I'm going to make it up. I think I'm going to have to back it down. Holy shit, look at this. Front wheels. I got 1,400 pound of weight up on the front of this tractor too. I had to put the weights on it just to get her to come up. I made the video of this thing. I think I compared it to an Irish farm or an English farm, not so much a New Jersey farm. But this is on Sydney Road, and I know there's a couple of guys that know exactly where I'm at. They made some comments over the past couple of videos, I guess, that I did on this place. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it is really cool to be here. A little bit scary. Timothy didn't like it, but I'm going to zoom in here. And you should be able to see him working over there. Way over there. So as long as he's working over there, we'll be good. And this field is actually not too bad of a size. It's 33 acres according to the map. But anyway, yeah. So this is in Clinton Township, New Jersey, Hunterdon County. This is called the Lansdowne Meadow. It is county-owned ground, so anybody can come here and walk around and do what they want to do. That's fine with me because I don't own it, obviously. I just pay the lease on it. And I get to make the hay here, and I can grow corn and soybeans if I wanted to feed the deer, because it is county-owned ground. The freaking deer would just eat me alive, so I don't bother. But anyway, yeah, here we go. I'm just going to get some more footage. Hopefully I can get some of Tim running that hay rake. It'd be pretty cool. He should be running the stack wagon, but my nephew is not on the farm today or tomorrow or the next day or this week at all, I think. I don't know. We'll find out later. As you can see, I threw a full rack of weights up on the front of that 8120 because pulling these hills is pretty impressive. I mean, it's a difficult job, but the 8120 did it okay. Wish I had duals on it, really, but anyways, if you look way down there, I'm going to zoom in here. If you look way down there, you're going to see Mr. Tim. Well, you can see he's raking windrows down there. There's fields to the right, over that way. There's fields behind there. There's fields to the left. And if you look over there, there's fields over there. So the field that he's in now is like 20 acres. Field to the right's 8, and then there's a small sliver of a field down there. It's like another 12 or so. And the field behind that, Jeepers Creepers, I don't even know how many acres, but there's like 175, 180 acres here, all in all. Now where he's at now, that is supposed to be what you call cropland, but I'm not growing row crops anymore. No soybeans, no corn, no wheat, no rye. I'm strictly a hay farmer right now, until the deer population gets under control. What he's raking right now is actually yellow foxtail. Yes, yellow foxtail. I know you guys are probably thinking, what in the hell is he doing with that? Well, yellow foxtail is marketable to the mushroom company. If you've been with the mushroom company long enough, you can blend it in and they don't mind. Now, if you try to take a whole load of that crap in there, they're going to have a problem with it. Like, they're going to say, Mr. Hay Grower, we don't want your shit, get out of here, go away, don't ever come back. But if you've been in the business long enough and you got a high enough volume, you'd definitely be able to market that stuff and everybody's happy, because it's just like eating Vegemite for you Australians. Vegemite. First time I had an experience with Vegemite, I spit that stuff out on the ground because it tastes like shit. Well, had a New Zealander come along, and I don't know, it wasn't long after I'd gotten the Vegemite, and he says to me, hey, you know, I said to him about Vegemite, and he says, oh, you got it still? And I was like, well, yeah. Well, my aunt had gotten it. This is back in the 80s when I was a kid. So this guy's name was Devin, and Devin showed us how to eat Vegemite. I'm not saying it tasted much better, but it did taste a hell of a lot better than what I had done. I took a big old daub of that stuff, threw it on the bread, and what do you know? What did you get? Blech! Blech! It was awful. But what Devin did, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're an American, you don't know what Vegemite is, or other parts of the world, it's a vitamin spread, I guess, something that was put together by the government of Australia and New Zealand. It's basically health food that they gave to the kids, kind of like Ovaltine that we had here in the United States. But anyway, yeah, you spread a very small amount over a piece of bread, and you eat it, and it's not so god-awful bad. But anyways, still working. Okay, I'm still bailing. It's getting dark now. I've worked all day, and honestly only mistied 2 bales. 2 bales in a little over 200 bales today. Did some really thin stuff. As you know, we're in a drought of all things. I went from too much rain, no rain, yeah, good weather, to no rain, to too much rain, to back to no rain. And, you know, of course, for haymaking right now, it's great because I don't really have to worry too much about, you know, it getting wet, and I'm able to bale at a pretty good clip because, well, let's face it, it's dry. Let me see here. I gotta get the right windrow. This is ground that I planted, or Timothy planted, that K31 in, and I was really worried that it wasn't going to mount to anything, but you can see the rows, and obviously it's here because I'm baling it. There's some foxtail mixed in with this, but for the most part I'm baling K31. Tall fescue, some wicked stuff. Now, you know, I got some questions that I'm going to answer right now. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. I don't want to get myself into too much trouble, but some guys have been commenting on my page, on my channel, that, you know, they're like, hey, how come I I've been watching other farmers make hay, and their hay looks like weed or marijuana or reefer or whatever they call it, you know. And yours just looks like burned up shit. Well, I'm going to answer that right now. For those of you who do not know what I'm doing, I make good hay by accident. That's just the easy way of saying it. I make good hay by accident. I have no intentions of growing good hay. Well, I say that. I do like to grow some good hay, but for the most part, all the hay I grow is good. It's good for mulch. Mushroom hay, mulch hay. Some of you guys call it ditch hay, but it is of the regular varieties, you know, orchard grass, reed canary grass, timothy from time to time, tall fescue. Now I just planted 700 acres of tall fescue. So yeah, there's one hell of a market for mulch hay for the mushroom industry here, you know, in New Jersey or Pennsylvania, and it's kind of becoming harder and harder to get into that business, just because the way the mushroom barns want to work. But for the most part, if you're any more than a couple 300 miles away from a mushroom barn, it makes it very unattractive to get into this business. It'd be a good place to get rid of your overflow if you're making good hay. I personally fight deer. You know, I'm tired of fighting deer. I'd be growing corn and soybeans and wheat. But even here, there's geese down the other end trying to eat this stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to be bailing into the night. Probably not going to get back to the farm until somewhere around 11 o'clock tonight, 12 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow's Sunday, so it's going to be a real humdinger. But as you can see, the baler behind me has been humming right along. Yesterday, the last couple, 3 days. Yeah, the last couple, 3 days. Last 3 days, I've baled, I don't know, 700-800 bales, maybe more, something like that. A lot. I've baled quite a few bales. You know, I like to do between 300 and 500 bales a day, but this year with the dry weather when it happened, the hay just isn't there. We're probably only baling 65% of what should be here. A lot of you guys are like, oh my God, you know, I mean, I know I am, 65%. That's just paying your bills. Well, you're right, it is. It's just paying your bills. Now, no new equipment coming this year. It's going to be a lean year, unless I can find some free hay someplace, which is getting harder and harder to find with the way the years have been going, the last couple of years have been going. I don't think I'm going to get any free hay. So, anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thought you were going to forget that, huh? Well, I was going to forget it, eh? Anyway, bye.